and welcome to my channel. I am the Angry Simmer, and today we're going to be a part of history, or at least my history. This is my very first video on YouTube, and I'm pretty excited about it, and I thought, what better way to start this journey with you guys than to share myself? So what we're looking at is me, myself, and I. And I was actually pretty lucky because there is a Max's face that is pretty darn close to mine already. I just had to tweak the eyes a little bit, add a little bit more eyelid, a lot more of the space between the eyebrow and the eyelid. I don't actually know what that space is called. I know what the bone is, but I don't know what like a beauty YouTuber would call it. But anyways, I have a whole lot of that. I also have like a 5-finger forehead, but I cover that up with like well-placed hair. Anyways, so with this, I'm going to be telling you guys a lot about myself for a little bit, and I'd also like to hear from you guys about who you are, who's watching the video, what you like about The Sims, what you don't like about The Sims, when did you start playing, what was your favorite expansion pack, what's your biggest wish for The Sims 4 too, because I have a lot of them and we will discuss them in detail. There's a reason I'm the Angry Simmer, and I'm pretty angry about a lot of things with Sims 4, but at the same rate, I still love it. It's still my favorite way to work out emotions and to think about what I should wear to different places. I will tell you, I had some struggle with just like the formal and the party wear, like creating anybody else as a sim. No problem whatsoever. I have so much fun with that. But on myself, I really have to think about the fact that I don't dress up very often. You're about to see me put myself in this white hoodie, some leggings, and Ugg boots, and that is what you will find me in every day. Anytime you come visit me, doesn't matter, winter, summer, fall, I'm going to be wearing this outfit because I keep my house at 69 degrees constantly. If you're looking for warmth in the winter, you will not find it in my house. If you are looking for comfort in the summer, my house is the place to be. So, while I'm sure you've noticed that I am a little bit racially ambiguous, I'm a basic white girl at heart. So there is a pumpkin spice latte right next to me right now. I didn't go to Starbucks before this. I just made my own. Because Pinterest. But another thing you'll also notice with this, other than the fact that I'm super hyper right now because of said pumpkin spice latte, is that I use CC, and I use a lot of it, and here's why. When I started playing The Sims, I played it on friends' computers. Once I actually purchased it for myself in about 2012, I do believe, once I got out of college, I was short on money, and anytime that I wanted a new Sims game, it was a sacrifice of something else. So, going out to eat with my friends or going out to, buy some new clothes, because I love shopping for clothes, and The Sims helps me with that because I can try on stuff on here on my sim before I go buy something, which I highly, highly recommend. I do not recommend that purple eyeshadow and green eyeliner. That is not a good look. I tried it because the Sims gang kept trying to put it on my face, and I thought, hey, The Sims thinks it looks good. Maybe I should try it, and it was a bad suggestion. No, thank you. No, thank you, purple and green. It's not Mardi Gras here. It's not Mardi Gras, but once a year, and it's not going to be Mardi Gras on this face anytime. But anyways, back on the Sims 3 thing. So, because it was taking me a long time between getting each expansion pack, I started out buying my own with like seasons and pets, because those are the ones I really cared about. And then I think I moved to purchasing, what did I purchase? Supernatural. So once I had all of them and I invested all that money into The Sims, well, to switch over to Sims 4 was a task for me. And it bothered me because I had all this time in as far as finding CC when I didn't have anything for the expansion packs. And let me just say, I loved the clothes in Sims 3. I didn't need a whole lot of clothing CC for that. It was more on build mode stuff. Now I have a pretty even, I got a lot of all. I think I have something like 10,000 files of CC. I counted a couple times, but I also get on Lana Sims and the Sims resource every single day and download some more CC. And even if I like miss a couple days, I go on and I go on a CC shopping haul. So it's a problem. Now you're seeing me like try to figure out what formal clothes to put myself in, and it's just a problem because I don't wear formal clothes. Anyway, so switching from The Sims 3 to Sims 4, I had a lot of time invested in shopping for CC, and then I had all that money that I worked and scrimped and saved for. And The Sims 4 just didn't have all the things that I wanted it to have. I wanted it to have an open world where I could go to my friends' sim houses and Sims worlds to interact with their Sims. So it's open world, not in the sense of like The Sims 3 where you could just, hop in a car that we don't have with your toddler that we didn't have originally and get into your friend's pool, which we didn't get on the first one. So you can see the problems I had with it when it first came out. Anyway, so I wanted it to have an open world. I liked the sliders where we could change the body shape, but I just didn't feel like it did enough. So, for example, I'm 5'5", but I have a 28-inch inseam. So this beautiful Sim that you're seeing here, not narcissistic at all, but she has an even body makeup. So torso and legs are of a normal proportion. However, I have a long torso and some short legs. So it doesn't represent me enough. And I feel like with everything that we have as far as technology for open worlds and character creation, that The Sims could add a little bit more with changing the body type. So it's not just a huge butt on the same body, as well as the open world thing. I want to be able to travel to, let's say, Deligracy's world and be not an NPC in her world so much, but just, hang out with her Sim, story progression or something. Clearly, it does have issues where, say, if my Sim went to visit somebody else's Sim and they're recording a video and your Sim just all of a sudden becomes friends or romantically involved with one of the Sims, it does create a problem. But I feel like they are smart enough to be able to put up some sort of blockade, like in Minecraft, where you can record to your heart's content on a private server. So it's out there. It's possible. Sims team, if you, for some reason, are watching my very first video, just an idea. Nope, not being pushy or anything. Just, I would like that. And also, I would love if it wasn't just cats and dogs. Let's be honest here. The horses were my favorite part. So I'm super excited for cats and dogs. I pre-ordered it the second I was able to. I cannot wait to make my dog children and my cat child, baby girl, princess, whatever you want to call her, Miss Harley, in Cats and Dogs. And I will probably make some crazy Sim, more or less based off of my mother, that has a couple of pet raccoons. That will happen. But it's just like with the vampires. I love vampires. They were one of my favorite parts of Supernatural, but I miss fairies, and I miss witches, and I miss running from the zombies. I don't know why that was so much fun to me, but it was. So there's just some stuff that could be improved in The Sims 4, but that's the great thing about CC creators. They make amazing modifications for us. And speaking of modifications, this particular video was recorded May or June of this year, and it is now September while I'm doing this voiceover, because I did about 40 pre-recordings. And I have added some mods to my game to make it a little bit easier on myself, a little bit easier on you. So in some of the videos, you'll just all of a sudden see a switch from the 2 of the columns here to a 4 column. I think that's going to be a lot easier for all of us. But speaking of the 40 plus recordings that I have ready for you guys, not only do I have a lot of builds and like room builds and create a sim stuff ready for you guys, I also have a series that I'm really excited to start. Actually 2. I just thought of a new one today when I was running errands. But the one that I'm really researching and working on right now is based off of Mary Queen of Scots, or Mary Stuart, as well as the TV show Reign. So big fan of that show. Wish it wouldn't have ended the way it did, but just because I wanted more, and there was so much more they could have told about her. There really was. But I'm going to do a historically accurate version of Queen Mary, and then I'm going to do the Reign version, and I'm going to probably build a life for Queen Mary and Francis from Reign in the way that I would have wanted the story to go. So if you're going to do like loosely based off of Queen Mary of Scots' life, I would have liked to see her happily married to Francis for the rest of her life and have a few children with him and just, you know, be Happy Mary. We love Happy Mary from there. But in real life, her story is really, really interesting with the three husbands and the interaction with Catherine de' Medici, who is a character. Let me just say that. Fun story. Catherine de' Medici is actually a big influence on the original Beauty and the Beast. So the Beauty and the Beast Disney story that we all know is actually based off of a real person that Catherine de' Medici made, didn't make marry, but made a girl marry him, made Beauty marry the Beast, quote unquote. So that story is pretty stinking interesting. I think on Netflix it's called The Real Beauty and the Beast. You should look it up. It's really cool. Oh, here in the video, I'm trying to figure out how to name myself. That is clearly not my real name. Momo is actually the name of my dog. It's the first puppy of my two that I got. Oddly enough, she is the youngest of all three of my pets. But you will meet her once Pets comes out, and you will fall madly in love with her just like I am. She is the funniest little dog. I say little in the most hilarious of ways because she is 80 pounds of fluff and cuddle. I had a really hard time with my traits too, because I always tend to make Sims want to be a painter or a writer or something like that. And I guess it's because I have always wanted to do something in arts. And this is my first foray into it. Oh, look at me being honest about my tummy. I actually is still being a little too nice to myself on that. I'm a little bit fluffier than that. But hey, it's The Sims and I don't have a video camera, so you guys don't know how chubby I am. But anyways, guys, this is coming to the end of the video. Thank you so much. Please hit the like or subscribe button, and I will see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye!